Hello everyone, my name is Khanam and in this project we will make this accordion using React. If I just show you in Google, if I just write here advantages of eating mango, here you can see this is called as accordion. I'll be having this question and here I have this symbol. When I click on this, it will be open and I'll be getting this answer. In the same way we will be creating this accordion using React. I have this down symbol. When I click on this, the answer will be opened. Here also I'll be getting the same thing. Here also I'll be having, and you can see here, once I click on this, my arrow will go above, and here if I click on this again, my arrow will come down. Here also if I click on this, my arrow will come above, and when I click on this, my arrow will come down. In the same way we are going to create this one but using React. This will be very important when you create your website. Then you can just write some of the questions and you can display this accordion in your website. Before that I'll just create React app. To create React app, I'll just open my command prompt, and here I want to create app in my E directory. I'll just write E colon. Here I'm going to make one directory, E dir. I'll give my directory name as all projects. I'll just give here all React projects. All React projects. I'm just going to cd all React. You can make your project in any directory. I'm just going to make all the projects in my E directory and in this folder all React projects. Here if I do dir, you can see here I don't have any file, so I'm getting this one. Now inside this directory I want to create my React app. So for that I'm just going to use this npx create React app, and I'll give my app name as my app. Now this is going to take some time to download. Now you can see here I have my React app. I have some commands here, npm start to start my development server. We have to run our React in localhost, and we have this commands. We are not going to use these commands. Now it is suggesting that we have to go inside this app and then we have to do this npm start. Only then our project will start. So I'll just come here. Now you can directly go to your VS Code editor. You can open the terminal and you can do this one, but I'm going to use here cd and I'll just write here my app npm start. Now it will open our development server and our first React app will be ready. Before that I'll just show you where is my folder. I'll just come to my E directory and I'll be going inside this folder and I'll open this project in my VS Code editor. Here you can see here I have this all React projects. Inside this I have this my app. Inside this I have all these folders created for me. I'll just right click on this and here I'm going to open with code, and here we have all these folders and files. We are not going to use all the folders and files. We are going to delete some of them from here. I'm going to delete this git ignore file. Now inside my src folder I need this app.js. I don't need this one. I'm going to delete this file, and also I'm going to delete this. I'll be deleting these 3 files from here. And from public folder we are going to work only inside our index.html. You can see here inside this we have this code and this one document dot this one. This diff id is equal to root. This is the important part. We are going to use only this part inside our index.html, and inside this one we are going to store everything. Whatever code we are going to write inside this we are going to store. I'll be deleting this. I'm going to delete this and this. I'll just delete all these files and I'm just cleaning my VS Code editor. I'm just cleaning my setup folder. Now we are done with everything. Now we'll start writing the code for this. We have all this stuff. We have all the code. I'm just going to do Control A and I'm just going to delete everything. I don't need that one. We are going to write the code completely from the scratch. Inside index.css I have this. I'll just delete this app.js I'll just delete everything, and from inside app.css I'll just delete everything. Now all my files have cleaned. I don't have anything inside any of the file. Now you can see here my development server is been started and my app is running in localhost 3000. 3000 is our port. Okay, now you can see I am ready. Now we are ready to go with our code. I don't have anything inside any of the file. We are going to write the code completely from the scratch. This is my folder, this is my file, and in this, inside index.html, I'll just open Font Awesome CDN. I'll copy this link and here I'll be pasting that link. I'll save this, and also from Font Awesome icons I'll search for sort up. You can see I have this arrow, symbol. I'll click on this. I'll just copy this one, and inside index.js I'll just paste that one. I'll comment this, and also I'll be searching for sort down. Okay, in the same way I'll just write this one. I'll be writing sort down here. Okay, later on I'll be using these two icons, so I just copy pasted that one. Now I'll be closing this and also this. Okay, we'll be making this one. Okay, this accordion. Now you can see all my files and folders I have claimed. Now inside index.js, now once I am done with cleaning all the files, I'll be writing completely from the scratch. Import React from React. Okay, inside my index.js I'm writing this one. Import React from React, and we have to import one more module, that is our React DOM. Import React DOM. Import React DOM from React DOM. Okay, these two modules we have to import. These two modules will be present inside our node modules folder. Here I'll just render that one, React DOM dot render. Inside this it will take two parameters. First, what it should be displayed, and second, where it should be displayed. Okay, what it should be displayed, I'll just give here h1. I'll just give here accordion, and below this, where it should be displayed, I want it to display inside my index.html, that is document. I'll just access that id, document dot get element by id, and my id name is root. I'll save this. Now inside index.html, you can see here I have one div which is having the id as root. So here I'll be accessing all the elements here. I'll save this, and now if I just refresh my project, I'll just copy this, I'll remove this one, I'll save this. Now you can see I'll be having this output. Okay, that error has gone. Now I'll just paste that inside my, I'll just paste that here. Okay, I got my output here. Now once we are done with this, inside my app.js, I want to render this app.js inside my index.js. So for that, I'll just copy this one. I'll come to app.js. I'll be pasting that one. I'll write my function app. I'll be using fat arrow function. If I want to use this app.js, I have to export that one. I'll be doing export default my function name, that is app. Okay, if I want to use this, now if I want to use this whatever code I am writing inside this app.js, now I want to use inside my index.js. So I have to import that one. Import app from app. I'll save this, and instead of this, okay, instead of this h1, I'll just render my app component here. I'll save this. Now inside app.js, I'll just close this one. Now inside app.js, I'll do return. Here I'll just open this syntactic sugar form, and here I'll just write one h1. I'll be writing app component. I'll save this, and now if I refresh this one, you can see I'll be getting app component as my output. Okay, now inside this return, first I'll be writing h1. I'll just give that heading React accordion. Below this, I'll be creating one div, and for this div I'll give the class name as container. Okay, here this will be my entire container, and inside this I have this, okay, I have this another container. Okay, here I'll just create one div. I'll give the class name as accordion block. Now below this, first I have, you can see here, first I have this. I'll just open this one. first I'll be creating this one, okay, this one, and next whenever I click on this I have that paragraph. So for that, here I'll be creating div, I'll give the class name as question. Inside this I have h1, I'll just give here questions. Below this I'll be creating paragraph and I'll just give here plus symbol. Now if I show you the output, you can see I have this heading, I have this question, and I have this plus symbol here. Now below this I'll be creating one more div, and for this I'll give the class name as answers, and inside this div I'll be creating one more paragraph. I'll just give here minus symbol. Now if I refresh this one, you can see I have this plus symbol, I have this minus symbol. Okay, now once we are done with writing our JSX expression, we'll do styling part and then we'll come to React part and we'll be writing the code for that. Okay, if you are comfortable with CSS, you can just skip this part and you can move on to React part. Okay, I'll be writing CSS code inside my app.css. So inside index.js, I'll be importing that one, import app.css. I'll save this. I'll just come to app.css and here first I'll be writing this padding 0, margin to be 0, and box sizing to be border box. I'll just give this 3 values here, 3 properties, box sizing, border box. I'll save this, and now if you see the output, you can see I'll be having this padding 0, margin 0, and box sizing is border box. Okay, whatever default padding and margin I'll be having, that will go. Now next I have this h1, I'll be styling h1 here. For h1, first I'll be giving text align. Text align I'll give center. If I show you the output, you can see my text has come in the middle. Now for this I'll just give the font size. Font size, I'll increase it to 3 rem, and also I'll give the margin. Margin from top and bottom I'll give 1 em, and left and right I'll give 0. I'll save this, and now if I refresh this, you can see my heading font size has been increased and I got margin of 1 em on top and bottom. Okay, this is also h1, so I'm getting the same styles, but later on I'm going to change these styles. Now next I'll just come to app.js. I'll copy this container class and here I'm going to paste that container class. For this, first I'll just give background color. I'll give this one. I'll save this. Now if you see, this is my container which is having this background color, and here I am having this icons, plus and minus icon. Now for this container, I'll be giving this display to be flex. Display, I'll just give flex. I'll save this. Now if you see, you can see here I have my question here and I have this one here. I'll be giving one more property, that is justify content to be center, and also I'll give align items to be center. I'll save this. Now you can see my container will come in the middle. Now this is my container where I am having all this heading, this plus symbol and this minus symbol, minus sign. Now here I'll just come to app.js. I'll copy this class and here I'm going to paste that class. For this I'll be giving width. Width I'll just give 50%. Okay, without giving width, if I give the background color I'll just give white. I'll save this. I'll just comment this width. Now you can see this is my container. Okay, this is my question block container which is having only so much of width, so I'll just give here width to be 50%. Now if you see, this is taking complete 50%. Now it's in the middle because I have given here justify content center, align item center. I'll come to app.js. I'll copy this class and here I'm going to paste that class. Okay, for this class, first I'll just copy this entire thing from here. I'll be pasting it here. Instead of center, I'll just give here space between. I'll save this. Now if you see, this is my question and here I have this plus symbol. Okay, because this question, this is the parent of these two children, my h1 and paragraph. So my h1 has come here and my paragraph, that is my plus sign, has come here. Once I give justify content, they will come on side by side. Now for this, I'll just give padding. Padding I'll be giving 0.5 em on top and bottom, and left and right I'll be giving 1 em. I'll save this, and now if you see, I got padding of 0.5 on top and bottom, and left and right I got 1 em. For this I'm just going to increase, I'll just give the width. Width I'll be giving 80%. I'll save this. I'll just remove this background color and here I'll just keep this background, and here I'll just give some other background color. I'll give background color and I'll just give this green. I'll save this. Now if you see, this is my container which is having 80% of the width. Now I want in the middle. So for that I'll just give here margin top and bottom I'll give 0, left and right I'll be giving auto. I'll save this. Now if you see, my container has come in the middle. Now if you see here, I don't have any spacing from below, so for that I'll just give here margin bottom I'll be giving 0.2 m. I'll save this. You can write here also. Now you can see I got margin bottom of 0.2 m. Now instead of this background color, I'll just give one RGB value which I have. RGB value I'll just give here 75, 1, 47. I'll save this. I'll just close this one. Now if you see here, I'll be having this background color, and also I'm going to give the border radius for this. I'll just give border radius of 0.5 m. I'll save this, and now if you see, I'll just now you can see I got border radius of 0.5 m. Now I'll be styling this H2. Okay, here I'll just give here H2 instead of H1. I'll be giving H2. I'll just copy this question class, and here I'll be pasting that, and I want to style my H2. For this, first I'll be giving color I'll just give white, and next I'll decrease the font size. I'll just give here 1.8 rem. I'll save this, and now if you see, this is my output. Okay, this is my question which is having white color, and my font size has been decreased. Now I'll be styling my paragraph. Here instead of this negative symbol, I'll just write some text here, lorem 20. I'll save this, and now if you see, I have this paragraph. Now I'll be styling this paragraph. Okay, before that I'll just style this plus symbol. I'll just copy this, and here I'll be pasting that one, and I want to style my signs. Here first I'll just give color. I'll just copy this entire thing, and here I'll be pasting that one, and instead of 1.8 rem, I'll just give here 2.2 rem. I'll save this, and now if you see, I have my plus symbol here. Now next I'll be styling this paragraph. I'll copy this class, and here I'm going to paste that class. Inside this class I want to style my paragraph. For this I'll just copy this font size. I'll copy this one, and here I'll be pasting that one. Instead of 2.2, I'll just give here 1.5 rem. I'll save this, and now if you see, my font size has been increased for my paragraph. I'll be giving background color. I'll just give here white. I'll save this. Now if I refresh this one, you can see my background color is being changed. For this I'll be giving width I'll give 70%, and I want in the middle, so I'll just give here margin 0 auto. Okay, so that my container will come in the middle. I'll save this, and now if I refresh this, you can see it's taking 70% of the width, and it is in the middle. Now for this I'll just give the padding I'll be giving 0.2 m on all the 4 sides. I'll save this. Now you can see I got padding of 0.2 m on top, bottom, left and right. Finally I'll just give here one more property, that is text align to be center. I'll save this. Now if I refresh this one, you can see I have my output like this. Now I'm going to remove the background colors. From here I'll just remove this background color, and also from here I'll be removing this background color. Now if I show you the output, you can see I have my output like this. Okay, now we will be adding this using our map method and steps. We are going to access this one. Okay, we'll be adding this, and we are going to use this icons now. So for that we have to create one API. Okay, I'll just come here. Okay, I'll just come to src folder, and here I'll be creating one file. I'll give my file name as data.js. Inside this I'll just write here const data, and here I'll be creating array of objects. First I'll give ID I'll just give 1. Second I'll just give here question, and inside this I'll be writing what is React. Next I'll just write here answer. I'll be writing this answer. React is JavaScript library for creating user interfaces. I'll save this, and also if I want to use, I have to export that one, export default. I'll just export this data. I'll save this. Now I'll be adding some more data later on. I'll come to index.js. Okay, here I don't have to do anything, so I'll just close this one. Now inside app.js, I'll import that file, import data from from this file. I'll save this. Now we are changing the state of the element. Okay, now when I click on this, it will hide. Now when I click on this, it will show. And also I am changing this content, so I'll be using state. Here I'll be defining the state const. I'll just give here data and set data. Inside this I'll just give here hello. Now once I use useState, I have to import that one. Here I'll just write here useState. I'll save this. This will be my initial data, this will be my current data, and this will be my updated data. Okay, this whatever value I am having inside this useState, that will be initialized to this one. Now my data will be storing that one. I'll just copy this, and instead of this question, I'll just paste that one, and I'll close in flower braces. I'll save this. And now if I show you, you can see I'll be getting hello as my output. Okay, whatever value I am having inside this one, that will be initialized to this one, and that I'll be getting. Now if I update this value, then that updated value will be stored inside this data, and that I'll be getting as output. Okay, now using states, we are going to access all the data and we'll be storing here. Now inside this, I'll just pass my array. Okay, that is my data, this file. Whatever I am importing, I am just passing this one. Now this useState is having this array of objects. This is array, and inside this I have objects, so that will be storing array of objects. Now once I have this array, I can access this entire data using map method. Now here I'll just write map method. My array name is data. I'll be using map method, and inside this I'll just pass here values. Here I'll just return. Inside return, I'll just give this one. Okay, this entire div, I'll just copy this. I'll just cut from here, and here inside syntactic sugar form, I'll be pasting that one here. I'll save this. Now if I refresh this, you can see I don't have anything now. But here instead of data, this will be having all the current data, so I'll be pasting that one. This value will be having all the current data. This is my first data. So now if I want to access this answer, okay, I should just write here. I'll just come to app.js val dot, I'll just write here answer. I'll save this, and now if you see, instead of this, whatever answer I am having inside my data, that will be printed here. Okay, if I want to print here question, I just have to write like this val dot question, and whatever question I am having inside that data, that will be printed here. Okay, this is how we are going to return this one, but I'll create separate component for this. Inside my src folder, I'll just create one file. I'll give my file name as accordion.js. Now inside this file, I'll be importing this React. I'll just come here, I'll copy this, and here I'm going to paste that one. I'll be using this useState in this also. I'll be defining my function const accordion. Okay, here I'll just export that. Export default accordion. I'll just copy this, and inside app.js I'm going to import that one. Import accordion from this file. I'll save this. Now instead of this return, I'll just copy this one. I'll cut from here, and inside accordion file, I'll just return. I'll open this syntactic sugar form, and here I'll be pasting that one. Whatever I copied from there, I'll be pasting that one, and inside this return, I'll just copy this accordion. Okay, this file, I'll copy this one, this component, and here I'll be rendering that one. I'll save this, and now if you see, val is not defined. Okay, I'm getting this error. Okay, because value is defined here. Inside this, I don't have any value. So for that, we will be using props now. I'll just format the document. Control B, I'll be closing my left panel. Now to send data from the parent component to child component, we will be using props. Okay, instead of using props, I'll just do object destructuring. Okay, you can also use props, then that is also fine. I'll just write here question, and that is an answer. Okay, whatever data I'm having here, okay, this is my question and this is my answer. I'm just passing as object destructuring. Okay, if you don't want to do this, then you can directly pass props. Okay, we are going to do object destructuring. Now once we do object destructuring, I don't have to write like this val dot question. I can directly write here question. Now if I save this, and now if I show you, you can see my question is not visible. We will see why it is not visible. Now instead of this answer, I need the answer whatever is present inside my data. So I have done object destructuring, so I will be writing that one here. This answer I have just pasted here. Now you can see my answer is also gone. Okay, it's not visible. I'll just inspect this one. Now in my console, if I show you, you can see inside accordion I don't have anything and it's completely empty. So to get the data, we have to use spread operator. Here I'll be writing val, okay, which is having all my current data, and using spread operator we can access all the previous data. I'll save this. We can access all the array data and also we can access the previous data. Now you can see my this question and answer has come once I give the spread operator. Now inside my console also you can see I have this question, I have this answer, I have this ID, and I have this question here. Okay, now in the same way I'll be adding some more questions here inside my API, that is data.js. Okay, this is simple API which I have created. I have already pasted this one. I'll just copy this. And here I'll be pasting that one, this entire thing. I have just written this ID2, ID3, ID4, and I have just done the same thing, export default data. Okay, I have just changed the question and I have changed the answers here. Who invented React? You can see Jordan Walk. The person who invented React is Jordan Walk, and I have this some more questions here. Now as soon as I show you, you can see I'll be having all that 4 questions, I'll be having answers. Okay, using this map method, once I have defined here map method, okay, this map method will access all the data. This value will be having this data. First it will be having this, second it will be having this. For each element, for each array element, it will run the function and it will return me the output. Okay, now first it will be printed, second it will be printed, and inside return I am just passing this component, and here I am just giving this one. If I don't give this, I will be not having any data. Now if I show you, you can see I don't have anything, but only 4 containers I am having, because I have here 4 IDs. You can see I have here 4 IDs. Now if I just copy this one and again if I paste it here, I'll change the ID, I'll save this, and now if you see I'll be having 5 containers here. Okay, using map method we can just access the entire data, entire API, and we can store that inside our project. Now I'll just give that I want to get all the data, so I'm just giving here spread operator. As soon as I give this, you can see all the data will be displayed. Now here I'll be changing this icon, and also whenever I click on this, it should get hide. So for that we are going to write the code now. First I'll write it should be hidden now. It should not be displayed now, it should be hidden. So for that I'm changing the state. I'll be creating state variable here. You can see I have already imported state variable. Here I'll just write here const, and inside this I'll just give here text, and I'll be giving here set text. Use state. Inside this I'll be passing boolean value. I'll just give here 0. You can give false. Okay, I'll just give here false for better understanding. I'll just give here false. Now this false will be stored inside this text. Okay, I have already told this value, this will be my initial value, and this will be my current value, and this is my updated value. Whatever value I am having here, that will be given to my text. Okay, this is my text. Now here I want to hide this one. So for that I'll just comment this one, and inside curly braces, I'll just give this text. I'll copy this one, and here I'll be pasting that one. If it is true, I'll be using AND operator. If it is true, you just display this one. I'll just copy this, and here I'll be pasting that one. I'll save this, and I'll just remove this from here. I'll save this, and now you can see here, you can see all it is hidden because it is false now. Okay, you can see it is false now. Once I click on this, then it should be true. Okay, now it is false, so all the data has been hidden because it's true. It is false now. Using AND operator, now it will not be displayed. Now once it becomes true, only then it should be displayed. This will be my updated value. Now for this I have to update. If I give this true, then this will be updated to text, and I'll be getting this output. Whenever I click on the plus symbol, I'll be getting output. So whenever I click on this plus symbol, I have to give here on click. I'll just give here on click event, and inside this I'll be giving one function. I'll just give the function as display. Function name, I'll just copy this one, and here I'll be defining that function. using fat arrow function. Now here whenever I click on this plus symbol, only then it should work. Here I'll just give here alert. Alert I'll be giving displayed. I'll save this, and now if I show you, I'll just refresh once. Now if I click on plus symbol, you can see I'll be getting this alert. Now when I click on this plus, my value should be updated and this paragraph should be displayed to me. So here I have to change this value. I'll just copy this one, I'll just comment this, I'll be pasting it here, and now here I'll be toggling that one. If not, I'll just give here text. Now here my text is false. Now here when I click on this, not of false will become true and this will be displayed. Now again when I click on this, not of true will be false and this will be hidden. Now I'll save this and I'll just refresh this one. Now when I click on this, you can see my text is visible. Now when I click on this, you can see my paragraph is visible because I'm just toggling this one. Okay, whenever I update this one, this updated value, whatever value I am having here, that will be stored inside text, and here I am just checking the condition. If it is false, hide this one. If it is true, display this one. Okay, I am just toggling this one. First I have false, not of false will be true, it will be displayed. Now I will be having true here, not of true will be false, and this will be hidden. Now you can see here, it will be hidden now. When I click on this, it will be hidden. Now I want to change the symbols here. To change the symbols, now whenever it is true, okay, which means that now it is false here. It is hidden, so it is false. Now I should be having here down arrow. When it is false, I should be having down arrow, and when it is true, I should be having up arrow. So here I'll just check the condition. I'll just write this text. Okay, I'll be using ternary operator. If it is true, okay, here I'll just tell you. If it is false, I want down arrow. If it is true, I want up arrow. I'll just open this. I'll be copying this one. First I'll just copy this, and here I'm going to paste that one, colon, and again I'll just copy this one. I'll just copy this, and here I'll be pasting that one. I'll save this. Now you can see I have this down arrow symbols. Now when I click on this, it will be changed to up, and I'll be having this output. Okay, this is how we are going to check if it is true. Okay, you can see here first I have false value here. Okay, once it gets false, I'll be getting this, okay, this second condition here, that is my down arrow. When I click on that plus symbol, it will become true, and I'll be getting this arrow symbol as my output. Okay, you can see it's working completely fine. Now in my I'll just come to data.js. I'll just copy this, and here I'm just going to paste that one. Instead of 4, I'll just give here 5. I'll save this. Now if you see here, you can see this will be added, and I'll be getting the output for all. Okay, by using map method, this will access all the data and it will be displayed. That's all for today's project. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.